Hello and welcome to this Kickstarter. My name is Guy and I'm from the YouTube channel How to Be a Great GM. Thank you so much for considering backing this project. Now, what is Epic Battlemaps? Well, that's this book here in my hand. And why did we come up with it? Well, because there are some great products out there if you want pre-generated maps. Very beautiful products out there. The problem is oftentimes these maps or these books anyway, are either huge or they kind of fall apart, or you can't really write or do anything on them. They're just very pretty maps, which is what we specifically didn't want. So when we came up with the idea of using ring binding, it's not a new idea, that's to be certain, but with foldable maps that you can then open up and expand to great size without then having a giant book that you can then just fold away into an A4 book, which sits on your bookshelf, we went, this is something that people need. Now, what we also did was we said, well, what's the point of having a collection of random maps? You're not necessarily going to use some of the maps because maybe your characters never go to a volcano territory or something along those lines. So our first book, this volume 1 book, has a story that runs through it, taking the players from a standard medieval town through some sewers perhaps, then on a journey into the countryside, through some dark and dank caves, across some interesting bridges, until finally they get to the Master Keep, where an adventure can then happen. So what we've done is we've said, okay, let's use these maps, let's collect these maps into volumes that then make sense, so that you know, right, this is my stock standard map, this is what I'm going to need. These are designed for use whether you are planning your adventures around the maps in the book, or whether you're creating your own maps and then suddenly the players go to the left and you need a handy map. That's where these books are going to come into play. Now, we have tested these. You can write on them. You can, with a dry erase marker, you can make your own notes on them. You can do pretty much whatever you like. We've included some blank pages as well in case you want to draw your own maps and then store them for posterity or for use later on. Now, we've also made sure that each of the books, if you buy more than one anyway, you can lie them next to each other and some maps become double-sized maps. So you're getting all of that wonderful large-scale map goodness that you could want, but again, in a small, compact and easily storable size. That is something that we went with. We've partnered with dungeonfog.com, the ultimate battle map making software, where they've approved our use of this to make this an official product of theirs. What this means is that you'll also be able to get digital versions of these maps so that you can manipulate them, use them in VTTs and such like. Because, well, whilst playing around a table is awesome, sometimes playing online is equally so. Now, we have ensured that these pages do, in actual fact, lay flat. That's the purpose of the particular ring binding that we're using. So that's important to bear in mind, is that this is something that we have made because we use it. Now, you can't really see it in the background, but we're going to do some video for you of our figures, our miniatures, on the actual maps of this book. And you can see it's pretty damn flat. But anyway, we'll show you close-ups of those. Don't fret. Why would you want to get in on this project now? Well, because the pricing is absolutely phenomenal in terms of what you're getting. Each book is hand-bound, by the way, in order to achieve the specific effect of lay flat and to make sure that everything lines up correctly. So there's a lot of production that's going into these maps. As you can see, I mean, just absolutely stunning. And with your help, with your backing, we can bring this book to life, and that will allow you to start your Epic Battlemaps collection and have access to some really awesome, really interchangeable, very useful and very reusable maps to add to your collection and to your arsenal to just improve your game that much more. Thank you for watching, and thank you for backing.